We're going to be replacing the Hall front suspension on this GTI. It's the first official car in the new shop. Today we're going to be using parts from FCP Euro. This is not a sponsored video, but whenever you're working on European cars, Volkswagen, Audi, BMW, you want to get quality parts. So FCP Euro sells a lot of OEM parts and OEM replacements, and it's usually the go-to. So we're going to be doing tie rods, sway bar end links, lower control arms, and ball joints. Start by removing the tie rod. So this is the outer tie rod, this is the inner tie rod, and your tie rod bellow. Before we tap this out, we're going to break loose the jam nut. This is our universal tie rod removal tool. Grab yourself a nice impact. Metal ring that holds on the bellow, and you crimp it to squeeze it tight. Nice long flathead, stick it in the center there, and I like to just give them a tap. And just like that, it pops off, and now you can pull off your boot. Use our universal tie rod removal tool. There's two different styles. There's this one, and then there's a 2-bolt style. It's kind of like a U-bolt, and there's a nut on both sides, and it grabs onto this part right here, which is the inner tie rod. All you want to do is find the right size that fits over the inner tie rod. There's going to be notches. Grab yourself a manual ratchet. You don't want to use an impact when using this because it'll break the tool.
Well, it's at this time that my mic cut out. We ended up using the U-bolt style universal tie rod removal tool to remove the tie rod and started unbolting the lower control arm. You guys are always asking me what tools I recommend for beginners. Well, Harbor Freight's Icon lineup really shines for beginners and pros alike. They recently sent me their all-new G2 ratchet, which haven't even been released yet. With 9 new variants, 3 for 1/4 inch, 3 for 3/8, and 3 for 1/2 inch, Harbor Freight would be my go-to. Anyone starting out that wants to keep their tools for years to come. That being said, we got the lower control arm removed, ball joint removed, control arm reinstalled, and ball joint reinstalled. Now it's time to disconnect the sway bar end link. A lot of people ask me why I use red Loctite. Well, it comes with a lot of universal kits, and it prevents the tie rod from backing out. With our new inner tie rod installed, it's time to install the tie rod boot and reinstall the tie rod end. Hey, look at that, our sound is back. And just like that, side 1 is complete. Thanks for watching.